Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Just a little short stream today. I was hoping to do one earlier, but unfortunately I couldn't. And it's short because in about an hour I have to go record for the Salt Mine NA, so hopefully you guys understand about that. Kladovic, how's it going? And everybody else who just said hi. But yeah, short stream probably better than no stream. It's currently 1 in the morning. I've got to start recording at 2 in the morning. This is the downside of running North American tournaments, is I have to stay up late and record salty matches. But yeah, it's interesting so far. I think you guys are going to enjoy the games that have already been recorded. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the one I'll record right after this. Yeah, how are you getting on? Well, I'm gonna pick my fantasy team on stream. Thought why not? Let's just see if we can do this. I've not looked at this yet at all. I'm at my. This is the first time that I've looked at it. Oh look, they've actually updated this now. It used to have like Marky Duda in it, even though after he retired or something. Shall set Bluey Kid up, Squishy. Is this Arsenal and Illusion? I actually don't know. I feel like all the Ghost players, if you like ask me to name them, I'd be like, they're all Illusion, right? No, they're all Memory. Wait, no, they're... I just don't know. I can't tell you. I'm so bad with faces. Wrath the Drug, thanks for 14 months Twitch Prime, dude. Welcome back. Let's go, King Spectre. You're about to go to sleep? Well, you can go to sleep. Or you could win 75 keys. Shall we pick our fantasy team? Shall we just get into it? Let's just do it. Let's pick team. So let's see what's going on here. We've got 10k budget, just as usual. The card obviously is super expensive from South America. That's no surprise. We've got to pick 6 players here, with out of a 10k budget. So the average, what is 10,000 divided by 6? The average is like 1650 ish. So really, all these players are expensive.
Johnny, this makes me sad.
The average ones are like down here. Yeah, I've not been able to fix the face cam. I need to buy another one. I just keep, I've got so many other things to do that I just don't buy a face cam. But I really need to do that. But yeah, Parking the Moss, thanks for 500 bits, dude. Remember, guys, if you do use bits and use the Subway badge, I get free bits as well as the bits that you give me. So I would really appreciate that. Thanks, 500 though. Yeah, card is very expensive. Even though he's probably going to get tons of points, I don't know if you can justify 2,300 for him. Drippy back in OCE, also super expensive. That makes sense. Justin, always lots of points. Yeah, Renegades, they're probably going to do well. Lim, wait, Mind Freak? If you're a Mind Freak, hold on a second. I need to Google RLCS Season 8. Is there already a Wikipedia for that? Let's see if I can find a Wikipedia page for RLCS Season 8. Okay, there is. Our Mind Freak is South American team. No? The Australian team? I've got RLCS Season 8 here. Are they Oceania? Maybe? Why is card so expensive? Well, to tell you that, I guess I should look at... I'll just change this Season 8 to Season 7.
Yo.
So this is Season 7 of South America RLCS. If we scroll down here, we'll see that... what we got here? Actually, Kaio and Math had the... Math had 1.5 goals per game. Card had 1.37 goals per game. That is why they're incredibly expensive. This is insane. 1.5 and 1.37 goals per game. This is unbelievable. Usually if you get 1 goal per game, like Firefox needed, this is enough to win a Golden Striker in North America and Europe a lot of the time. Getting 1.37 and 1.5 is ridiculous. That's why they're so expensive, because in fantasy, if you do that well, you're going to get a lot of points. Dust Ninja, thanks for these 7-month Twitch Prime, and also C3 Hero, thanks for the 3-month Prime. Appreciate you guys. Fairy Peak. You know the most important thing with fantasy is to scroll all the way down to the bottom and then decide who we think is a bargain. So who do we think is a bargain down here? Right, we've got 5 players who are equally cheap. Now, AXB wasn't the one pulling lots of points for Space Station last season. It was actually Arsenal. It was it was Typical. Bluey, he was not pulling many points for Barcelona either last season. Rolled is, I've seen him pop off before. Don't know if he's a points per game machine though. You think Illusion is going to pop off? Illusion did actually last season, didn't he? Bluey's a bargain. Well, yeah, obviously Bluey can do insane things, but he's not an insane points per game machine these days. So in fact, he might not be a bargain. Illusion did pop off last season, didn't he? He did get a lot of points, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he could do well. Rizzo, he's obviously a world-class player, but he's not he doesn't get many points on fantasy because he plays in a team with Chicago and JNABs who are just like hitting the ball constantly. So they're probably going to get more points than him. How does it work? Okay, well, just a quick explanation of how fantasy works. So you have $10,000 to choose 6 players. Every player from North America, Europe, South America, and OCE is available. Now, since I only watch NA and EU RLCS, I like to put what do you call it? I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller here. I like to put a restriction on myself, so I only get players from EU and NA for my team. You guys can obviously steal OCE and SAM players if you want, but I like to get only players from EU and NA because it makes my viewing experience of those leagues that I do watch more fun. But yeah, obviously grabbing South America and OCE players like Drippe might be just insane points. Card again might be ridiculous points. So Kaio, these guys, they're probably going to pull in tons and tons of points, so I wouldn't blame you for taking them. Akon3, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, appreciate that. Now, points in fantasy are generated by basically points in game. If you score a goal, you're going to get fantasy points. If you get an assist, you're going to get fantasy points. So if you pick your player, here, I'll put a link in the chat. There's fantasy pick team, if you want to get that. That's where you can make fantasy team. Yeah, if your player gets goals, assists, just hits on the ball, points, basically you're going to get fantasy points. So you want to pick players who are good ball chasers, basically. Now, yeah, don't be offended on Rizzo's behalf or anyone else, like, world-class players who are down at the bottom of the fantasy cost, like, that you should be happy for them. This is a bargain for players who could actually do really well. And fantasy is often won based on who you can get that is actually a huge bargain. Now, AJ, he could pop off absolutely and get tons of points. So that's what you really want to be looking out for early on. Now, I'm going to put another restriction on myself. I'm going to limit myself to 1 player per team. So if I pick Card, I'm not allowed to pick Kaio because they both play for Loki. That kind of thing. So let's make that restriction, and then we'll see who we want to choose. Do we think Vitality are going to win EU League play like they did last season? Do we think that's going to happen? I don't know if it will. And do we think Cuxer is just going to be a points per game machine beast like he is every season for some reason? No, you don't think so? What about Gyro? What about him? I don't know what you're asking me. Like, are you asking me, is he worth it? I didn't even see how much he costs. Yeah, the peeps are probably going to get a lot of picks just because of their recent tournament win. I wouldn't expect that to translate too much into RLCS, but hey, you never know, maybe it will. I personally don't think it will, but hey, it could, obviously. Have to wait and see. Now, in RLCS Season 7 League play for Europe, because this is only League play, I believe. This is the only thing that matters. K-Dop and Fairy Peak and Cuxer were your points per game kings. So out of those 3, I think Cuxer is the cheapest, isn't he? We got Scrub Killer over here. Actually, Fairy Peak is the cheapest. Fairy Peak's 1775. Max value, 10k. That's your budget if that's what you're asking. But here oh wait, that's the wrong page. Where did I put my? I put Octane GG here. Okay, here's Octane GG listing points per game for EU last season, and this is points per game for North America during league play. That's the only thing that matters for fantasy. So Justin absolutely destroyed NA last season. Absolutely obliterated it. His stats were insane for fantasy.
Long-time lurker and YouTube
and I
viewer
could
just paying some
absolutely
dues for
see that
all the
happening again.
entertainment and tips. Thanks,
I could
man.
absolutely see that happening again. Another player that I could see destroying fantasy this season is Chicago. Chicago and Justin, I think, could be unreal. How cheap is Chicago? Or how expensive is Chicago? I'd expect him to be really expensive. Is he? Okay, JNaps is pretty expensive. Where's Chicago? Wait, seriously? Wow. Okay, Chicago might be a pick then. You just grab Chicago, because I think he's going to get loads of points. Where's Justin? Justin's good enough that I think it doesn't even matter how much he costs. You just grab him. Okay, he's pretty expensive. We're already spending a lot of money here. Oh dear, we're down to 6,200. Okay, we need to get some bargains. Gimmick is on the come up. I mean, on fantasy, not really. I think he probably had his peak fantasy seasons ago. He's also pretty expensive. Well, he's actually like just a tiny bit more expensive than average. Choosing Dulce, thanks for the 2-month tier 1. Really appreciate that. Thanks for swinging by from YouTube. Flakes. How did Flakes do in EU RLRS last season? Actually, let's get an EU RLRS tab here. Here it is. RLRS season 7 Europe. Yeah, Flakes won. Flakes was top. Flakes was the most. So he could be doing pretty good. Now, Complexity haven't looked as good recently, though, so I'm not sure if I would put all my eggs in the Complexity basket. See, the reason why these two I think are good picks is because G2 and Energy are likely to do very well. In North America, it's just easy to predict. Now, how did Torment do last season? Not terrible, but not great either. So I think, although Torment's likely to be consistent, you might want to gamble on another player. You might want to gamble on someone like... Yeah, Kronovi actually did really well last season. That might be a good gamble. Whoa, what just happened? I got that notification 3 times from Habenezer. Thanks for 26 months prime. Jamu Sax to 13.
Deployment. See you in a few months' time.
Well, I appreciate the 13-month Jamoose. I'll see you in a few months. Take care, my man. Did you guys see that Habenezer
Johnny, glad to catch
notification
you
3 times as well?
Prime sub. My 18-month-old son can't be bothered to watch screens, TV, phone, iPad, but he'll always slow down and check your YouTube content out with me. You must be soothing.
Habenezer, that's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for the 26-month prime as well. That's insane. Triple sub notification alert. Well, Brian's only going to read it once, but yeah, I got the notification alert 3 times on my screen. Okay, guys, do we think TSM are going to do well? Do we think TSM are going to do well in league play? I don't know if they will. I think that they might. I mean, they've got potential. They could be absolutely insane online, and just suck on DreamHacks and be ridiculous online. Speed for all 6 slots. How much is Speed? What does he cost? Okay, Speed's actually pretty cheap. Yeah, Speed's pretty cheap. Do they do DreamHacks on here? Let's see if they do I don't think they do DreamHacks. Nah, they don't. See? The only DreamHacks we've got are like old DreamHacks. We don't have any DreamHack stats to go off. Am I hosting a league? Yeah, that's actually why I can only stream for like an hour right now, because I have to go and record something for the league right after this stream. I was recording something for the league right before this, and I'm going to be recording something for the league right after this as well. Okay, Mist, he's now in RLCS, so is Rettles. Who do we pick as a third player from NA, if anybody? Do you guys have the Peeps doing well? Cloud9? Well, yeah, I think Cloud9 are going to do well, but I think that overall their cost compared to how well they're going to do is probably not insanely worth it. I think Justin is just going to be the best points per game in NA, so I have to grab him. Chicago is going to be really good for this value, I think. Rizzo, no, I can't pick Rizzo or JNaps or Garrett or Turbo because I already picked an NRG and a G2 player. I'm handicapping myself. I could see Mouse doing pretty well, honestly. I could see them popping off at least and doing quite well for themselves. Now, if they do well, you'd expect Cuxer to be the one getting tons of points, because he always does. This is Cuxer last season, points per game, ridiculous. You'd also, I think, expect a lot on speed to be right there with it, because they've both been playing pretty well recently. Now they're both around about the same price. Out of those two, maybe speed's the more consistent, but if it comes down to picking, you know, someone, I think you could definitely warrant, like, if you don't have enough money for speed, picking a lot is not going to be bad either way. I think a lot's been pretty good recently. You picked Alpha. How much is Alpha? I'd expect him to cost a fortune. Oh wow, he's actually not. What the? Alpha's below average cost. Okay, that's ridiculous. Alpha's pretty monstrous on PPG. That could be insane. Now Ronicky is also another player who's pretty monstrous on points per game for Europe. But his team Barcelona have not been looking great recently. Alpha's has not been looking too great either with TSM, but the thing is that Alpha will get points even if TSM are losing. He's just going to be hitting the ball and getting points. So that might be a good pick. Remember to get to defender, get 2 times points for saves. I don't really, look too much into who I'm going to pick for roles per se. How much does shot set cost? Where is he? Yeah, he's pretty expensive. We're down to 3k, 3025 here. So we're looking to get 2 players from the middle of the pack probably, or 1 super cheap player. Like the most expensive player I can get now is actually a 1625.
Hey Johnny, just
that's if
remember
I also
that the more
get
that
a
you support a team, the
1400.
worse they are going to do in RLCS. So try to choose your fantasy players carefully, or just pick all of G2 and make them go league play.
It's very true, good Dark Flame. Thanks for the 25 months. I don't want G2 to go 0-7 in league play. They're a fun team to watch, so I hope they do well. Hey, thanks for the resub, dude. Thanks for 14 months as well, Coastside. Welcome back. Really appreciate that. Is Rani in RLCS? No, Rani is not in RLCS. Right, so we were looking to get somebody from the 1625 club. I think Gyro could be a good pick down here. So could Kronovi. Or Fruity. Gyro, Kronovi, Fruity, all good. You'd expect Yukio to do quite well, but you're not as sure because Dignitas are a bit of a question mark now, especially with Astral ball chasing on their team. Kronovi more consistent than them all. I'd say, Kronovi, Fruity, Gyro, all good picks. Arsenal's probably a decent pick as well. How well did Arsenal do in RLRSNA? Where is that? I'm sure I had it open. There it is. Yeah, I did pretty good. Pretty solid. Torment, easy pick. Torment doesn't usually do that well in points per game stuff, like fantasy stuff. Nor do a lot of these players. I don't think... Yeah, Devo was decent last season, but I don't think Barcelona are going to do as well this season. AJ could be a steal. He could pop off. I could see AJ popping off. I could see Fruity popping off. The problem is I can't afford both of them, because Fruity's 1600, which would leave me with 1425. Who could I get for 1425? Oh my goodness. Rizzo maybe. No, I can't. I've already got a G2 player. Illusion perhaps. How do you guys think Illusion is going to do? I'm pretty sure he had a week last season where he was insane. And then another week where he wasn't so good. Where's this software? This is the rocket-league.com fantasy. So just go to rocket-league.com. And you can do this yourself. You can make your own fantasy team. I'll make a league right now and you guys can all join it as well. GG Showman, thanks to the brand new Prime. Appreciate that, dude. Cereves A7, thanks for the 3-month and a tier 3. Is that your first tier 3?
First time catching you live YouTuber, most often got a tier 3 sub just to support your work. Keep it up, brother.
Oh, thanks man. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you on YouTube if that's where you're going to be. But thanks for swinging by to Twitch as well. Yeah, if you can make a Command King Spectre, that would be great. Here, I'll post the link one more time. Yeah, Kronovi is a decent price. Kronovi is a very good price, actually. If you look at, North America, outside of G2 and NRG, who I think are going to be the 2 best teams, Kronovi's next best. I'm also not thinking Cloud9, because they're too expensive. But yeah, Kronovi, Sipical, Memory are next in line. And out of those guys, I'm pretty sure that Kronovi is the cheapest. There's Kronovi. Where's Sipical and Memory? I don't think I saw either. Yeah, there's Sipical. He's pretty expensive. And where's Memory? Yeah, 1650. So they're both more than Crow. But you know who's even less than Crow, even cheaper than Crow, and has looked ridiculous recently is AJ. So maybe I'll go for an AJ here. Memory's 1650. He's not that cheap. Deodorant, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Really appreciate that. Could use some deodorant right now. Gimmick, Squishy, Crow, Mist, Magnus, Cuxer. Interesting team there. If you're not going to change your team at all after starting fantasy, then card. I'm limiting myself to NA and EU, personally. Is your team exactly all you need is Devo? How much money have I got? I've got 1525 left. Okay, who can I afford? Let's make it 1525 and see who we can get. We're definitely not picking Deca. Greasy's a bit too consistent recently. Sorry, Greasy. Don't think Barcelona are going to do well enough. Already picked AJ. Already got a TSM player. Panda's probably going to be pretty close to the bottom on points per game. Rizzo likewise already got a G2 player. Tough choice for a last player here. Really, really tough. I could see AXP being probably like one of your better picks here. Maybe. Who would we get rid of if we're going to get rid of somebody from this team who's too expensive, who's not worth it? A lot? I could see a lot doing really well though. How much do I have left? 1525. That's why I set this to 1525. All the players you see are the ones I can get. Justin, not worth it. Justin is getting so many points though. He ball chases so much. Justin's insane. Garrett instead of Justin. Justin is so expensive. Maybe Justin is the problem. He's just too expensive. I've actually got to type in a max value here. Okay. Where is Garrett? Maybe Garrett is just better value for money. Oh, he is pretty cheap actually. Like North America, this is Justin's points per game last season. This is Garrett's. About 100 more. Also about 25%. Now in costs here, if Garrett costs 1775, what's 1775 times 1.25? It's 2218. So actually Justin is cheaper. If they have similar points per game as last season, Justin is cheaper per point that you're gonna get. Just because he got so many points. Which I think he's probably gonna do this again because his team just got even better than last season. But yeah, Chicago and JNaps, they're also I think gonna be insane, and they're pretty close in points per game, but JNaps is way more expensive, 1950 compared to 1750. So that's why I got Chicago Justin. Now all the Round of Vitality guys, even if they do really well like they did last season, they're quite expensive for EU. Your Round of Vitality were all top 5 last season, but they're all pretty expensive. Chaussette is also pretty expensive, and so is Cuxer. Now Veroniki, I don't think it was as expensive. Where is he? Did I go past Veroniki? No, there he is, 1650. But I don't know if Barcelona are going to do as well as like Alpha and TSM. What's the website called? It's rocket-league.com. Rogue thanks for the Prime sub. Also, it's just Dave, thanks for 9 months Prime, and thanks for 2 month tier 1 from Riot X BDG, sorry. Applejack CEO, thanks for the brand new Prime as well. Appreciate all the subs, guys. But yeah, I'm looking at like points per game from last season because I think a lot of this is going to carry over. Look at Farah, dominant. Wonder where's Farah on this? I'd love to pick Farah for my fantasy team actually. That would be great fun. I feel like that would enhance your viewing experience significantly. To just have Farah in your fantasy team, man. Farah's expensive though, jeez. Fruity's Fruity's cheaper than Farah, even though he got... Oh, I guess he did get less points last season. Maybe that's how they're doing it as well. Yukio's 1575. Yeah, I don't know if Yukio's going to do as well, though, because I would say losing Turbo and getting Astral's like a downgrade. And they didn't do too well last season as well. Like, here's... Panda is literally last. Remco's second last. Casio also very low. Bluey also very low. Tadpole extremely low. Like, everybody here really low. And entire TSM roster, Dignitas roster, very poor last season. Thing is, though, I think Alpha on TSM is going to get points even if they suck. That's why he's like a safe pick. And I think a lot's going to get points. And he's cheaper than Speed. So that's why I picked him. He's probably, I don't know, he's cheaper. They're both going to get a lot of points, I think, and then he's cheaper. Really tough to choose like another player from EU, though. I don't know who else to get. Swap out Chicago for JNaps and swap Justin for Garrett. Easy swaps. Why, though? I think that Chicago's going to get more points than JNaps, and Justin's going to get more points than Garrett. So I don't know why I would... A lot to go. Don't listen to chat. Yeah, I think having a lot in your team is really fun for fantasy as well. Can you link the PPG website you're on? Yeah, I can. It's called octanegg.com/stats. Here's the European League play of Season 7. And here's the North American League play of Season 7. Points. The fantasy is only based on league play, in case you're wondering. So I really don't know who I should choose for my last spot. I like all these picks. They're all good picks. The only thing that I could see doing is picking up, you know, a Kurnovi instead of AJ, because I think... No, actually AJ was cheaper. Yeah, a lot was cheaper than Speed. AJ was cheaper than Kurnovi. I think that they're all going to do quite well. I could just pick a fourth NA player, because I don't like EU. I think Dignitas are going to be terrible for points per game. I think that Veloce are going to be terrible for points per game. I think Reciprocity are not going to be worth it. I don't think Vitality are going to be worth it. Or are even the other EU teams? Complexity, I don't know if they're going to be worth it. If anybody's worth it, it would be Magnus, because he's so cheap. How did he do in EU RLRS last season? Moggy. He did decent. Magnus, he did alright. Maybe that's a sneaky pick there. Magnus. What if Complexity pop off? That could be a decent choice. Yeah, I don't think Barcelona are going to be worth it either, even though Bluey's cheap. I think they're going to just do poorly. I would take Magnus over Bluey probably down here. But actually, no. Don't pick Magnus, because I keep seeing him in World of Warcraft Classic. I've seen him in there loads, because I've got him as a friend on Battle.net, and I see him playing that 24/7. So Magnus is going to suck. He's going to be keyboard turning. Don't pick Magnus. That's right, Magnus. I saw you. I don't know what he's playing. I bet he's playing a hunter, though. I bet Magnus is a hunter in WoW Classic. Flakes is too expensive. Yeah, Flakes is a bit more expensive. Where is he? There he is. 1700. I don't have 1700. I don't have that left to spend. Unfortunately, I've spent all my money. Yeah, it would be nice. Flakes is actually doing pretty well PPG, so he would have been a good pick probably. Yeah, there's your North American, like the new players. This is our RLRS last season. Arsenal, Gyro, Rettles, Mist. They're all in. Well, the entire Peeps roster are all in RLCS now, even though Arsenal is now off the team. And yeah, Mist is in. Yeah, Mist, Rails, Gyro are all in. And Arsenal's in. So Roldays, did Roldays and Hawkster stay together? I believe they did. For next season. Oh yeah, they got Ajax as well. They just went and grabbed Ajax, that's right. I was blanking on one right now because it's like 1:30 in the morning over here. But yeah, out of all them, I mean, it's hard to see like a standout player. Really difficult to see a standout player. And also like Birds and the Bees, I don't know how well they're going to do. It's tough to see them doing well. Tough to see them dominating, like, you know, becoming a top team. I don't know. I don't see it. Who do you think the best US
Hello,
player
Johnny,
is, Justin?
how are you? Energy perfect season question mark. Let's find out.
NRD perfect season. G2 are looking pretty good right now. I don't know. It's looking harder than last season to get a perfect season just because G2 are looking great. Ethan Bard, thanks for the 13-month tier 1 though. Appreciate that. Also, Applejack CEO, thanks for the brand new Prime. How about worldwide best player? Who's the best player in the world? It's either Shawset or Justin, I guess. Probably one of those two. But Shawset looked really quiet at DreamHack Montreal, so tough call. Chicago is probably the best player at DreamHack Montreal for me. Or Rettles somehow. I don't know what happened in the final, but he just like started demoing people. So I guess he's in the conversation. Or Gyro is actually insane as well. White Tubbsy, thanks for the 11-month Prime.
The salt mine turns out. How are you feeling about LAN in Madrid?
Oh, I'm delighted about LAN in Madrid. Listen, I've been seeing a bunch of people complaining about WLF. Yes, it is. I've been seeing a bunch of people complaining about LAN in Madrid. Like they're, you know, all over Twitter. People are like, "Wow, I have to go to Madrid. Oh, woe is me." Like, come on, Madrid's a great location. Get out of here. Why would you not want to go to Spain? Anyone who's complaining, like Europeans complaining. I've seen several Europeans complaining about LAN in Madrid. They're like, "Oh, my country's never had a RLCS. They had DreamHack Valencia. Why can't my country have RLCS?" I'm like, mate, just hop on the plane. You're there in 1 hour. It's like 1 hour direct flight. What are you complaining about? It's probably the same as getting stuck in traffic in, you know, your home country. It's nothing. Easy. Once again, I can expect her one day. Yeah, Farah was complaining. Farah, what are you on about, mate? Also, I think Farah was saying that you wanted LAN in Paris or like France, but you can't do RLCS in France because France have some law that makes it that if you have a big event in any like faculty, the main commentary has to be French because they love French so much that they need, it's by law that you need it to be French, even though everybody else is speaking English. They're just like, no, French. I don't understand that. Like, French people love French, or at least they love it way more than any other country's language that I've seen. Like, everybody, you know, speaking their home language in their home country, I think that's fantastic. But like, come on, for an international tournament, you can't have that. Like, why would they force international events to have French commentary? It's so silly. That is a law, right? I'm not making that up. I'm pretty sure that's a law. Yeah, pretty sure it is. How's Worlds doing it? No, their Worlds is in Spain, so it's not going to be in France. That's how. Imagine a LAN in Antarctica, Lamau. How would that be funny? That wouldn't be funny. That would just be freezing. It'd be freezing and nobody would be there, and I don't even know if they have internet. It'd be cool. I see what you did there. Haven't seen anyone deny it on Twitter. LOL Worlds. LOL Worlds had some workaround. I don't remember what it was, but they had some workaround that they were using. And yeah, I can't remember what it was. The only disappointing thing about RLCS in Madrid is there's no real way to put the word LAN into Madrid. The word. People are saying Madlan or Landrid or Esplania. And I'm like, you need to esplan yourself, mate. These are terrible ideas. Hey, when does League play start? I actually don't know. It's a good question. Why Chicago with the JNAPS picture? This isn't JNAPS, it's Chicago. Oh, I was going to scroll up and show you what JNAPS looks like, but he's not even here. Who do you guys think is going to be the fourth best team in North America League play this season? Is it going to be Ghost winning 1-0 every single game, boring us all to sleep with their ability to hit the ball as hard as they can on a straight line every single time they touch it? Ghost, please change your play style. It is boring. Is it going to be Rogue? Is it going to be the Peeps? It could actually be the Peeps. It could be. They might just ride this wave and pop off forever. It could very much be the Peeps. I don't know. Not Space Station. Hey, Forky, how's it going? Why not Space Station? I feel like Space Station have a good shout. Like, I just don't. I think the only team that everybody's expecting to not do too well is Spurs and the Bees. At least the public aren't expecting them to do too well. Peeps, everybody's expecting them to do quite well. I think people are still expecting Rogue to do quite well. Then Ghost are the dark horse. And Space Station are kind of like they're like constant failures. So everybody's like, you know, you guys were fourth. What happened? It all fell apart. It's a tough one to call. A really tough one to call. Who's going to win between Peeps and Rogue? A lot of I've seen people writing off the Peeps DreamHack win completely, which I think is foolish, because, well, mainly because they qualified first seed from the promotion tournament in style. Did they not? I believe that is factual. So they're definitely able to perform online. Why does AJ look like a sad android? No, AJ just looks like he's serene. He's in a different dimension. AJ just... he exists in a dimension we're not even aware of. But yeah, the reason why I think, you know, I think Peeps or Rogue or Ghost could all be, you know, competing, or Space Station, they could all be competing for those middle spots. And out of those teams, AXB is one of the cheaper players, so is Illusion on Fantasy. And AJ. They're the three that are cheaper. Peeps are coming in number 4, calling it. Peeps, I could definitely see Peeps not finishing top 4 in league play, but then making a run to Worlds. This makes a lot more sense to me than Peeps just becoming a consistent top 4 team. It would make a lot more sense that they just suddenly play really well. They get 6th place and then they qualify for Worlds. You know? Who else thinks that this is a viable Peeps storyline? They come 6th in league play and then they qualify for Worlds. Like Rogue and Ghost are 4th and 5th. And then Peeps get Worlds ahead of them all. I think it could happen. You got AJ, Garrett G, Flakes, Charlotte, Speed, and Ronicky. They're all pretty high up in the points per game category usually. The only question mark is like, will Barcelona stop losing every game? Because although Ronicky's like insane points per game, you need to actually win games usually, not always. How much money have I got left again? 15.25 or something. See, I think it's hard to drop any of these guys. It's really hard to drop any of them. Like if I drop Alpha at 16.25, who am I picking up instead of him? Really? Fruity maybe. Fruity's like maybe the only player I'd want to pick up instead of Alpha. Save 25. Splinky's down here. In fact, yeah, you know what? Alpha doesn't even eat broccoli. Do you guys Do you guys eat your broccoli? Type 1 in chat if you eat broccoli, 2 if you don't eat broccoli and you think it's disgusting. Andy Mo, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Okay, we actually got a surprising amount of non-broccoli eaters in the chat. Okay, all of you guys who types 2, can you type 7 if you don't eat vegetables? That's right, vegetables. If you don't eat vegetables, type 7. Nonsense. Surely you eat your vegetables. Guys, you cannot be serious right now. So, when I was in Montreal, after the tournament, DreamHack Montreal, we were out to get Japanese barbecue. And Alpha informed everybody that he doesn't eat vegetables. And he was visibly disgusted by the presence of vegetables on the table. He was like, I can't believe you guys are eating these plants. So I offered him a broccoli, which it was delicious. It was, marinated, and it was like some sauce on it and stuff. It was amazing. So I was like, Alpha, listen, this broccoli is going to change your life. You're going to become a vegetarian. Eat it. And he says, no, you'd have to pay me. I said, how much? And then he said, if you buy my dinner, I'll eat it. So I was like, okay, sure. And I gave him the broccoli. And then he didn't eat it. He didn't want to eat a broccoli, a little tiny piece of broccoli, even though I agreed that I would pay for his dinner if he did. He tried to. He kept on raising it to his mouth on this, on the fork, or whatever he had. I think he did have a fork. He was like, I don't want to use these chopsticks. Give me a fork. We're like, okay, Alpha, here you go. But yeah, he kept on lifting it up, and then he would be like, you know when people go, bleh, and they almost throw up, but they don't? Yeah, he kept on doing that. Every time he tried to eat it, he would almost throw up. So, for that reason, I have to remove Alpha from my fantasy team and pick someone who is more healthy, you know? Who's going to appreciate the nutritional value
I haven't used my Prime
of vegetables and fruit.
How special do you feel?
And also, what is this picture? Fruity with one really, really small shoulder and one large shoulder. What is going on here? Why is one of Fruity's arms so much bigger than the other? Has he been like working out with only this arm? What's going on, Fruity? The KBM bias. I swear, no, listen. There's so many pro gamers, I don't even know how they're alive. The stuff that they eat, the diets. Some of them don't even drink water. They think water is disgusting. Imagine not liking water.
Definitely enjoys vegetables. Shout out to tomatoes, the vegetable of fruits.
Oh, Soup, you're not wrong. Nice to 250 bits, man. And the Subway emoticon. Jada, quadruple 8. Thanks for your 11-month Prime. Welcome back. I also do feel very special for me being the sole recipient of your Primes. Okay, how much have we got now? By making that change, we have an extra $25. Okay. So now that's opened up Arsenal, Flame, and Torment, all three of them. Well, who would you guys pick out of Torment and Arsenal? Who is going to get more points throughout the season between those two? Is it Torment, who plays for one of the best teams in the world, but will rarely be able to touch the ball because Gimmick is too busy driving into it? Or is it Arsenal, who will probably be driving into the ball more often and therefore get points for fantasy? It's a tough one. You know, if Space Station didn't look so bad recently, if they didn't look like so off, I expected more from them. I thought they were going to be more consistent with the acquisition of Arsenal. Maybe honeymoon period kind of thing, but they don't have that, you know, honeymoon sort of effect going. So Torment's probably the one you want to go for. Yeah, Veloce 7 Che, maybe esports. Velo 7, I guess that would work better. I should have just left it at that. I don't know about that. Bam. Does that not look like a fantasy team and a half? Got to get some defenders as well. Okay. We can always change our team later. Let's just get to the next stage. My team has been created. There we go. Okay, who would you guys put as your defenders out of this bunch? Watch everybody say Torment. We'll just wait. Just wait. The debate. Now everybody's saying Justin. Well, okay, let's go and take a look at who got the most saves in North America. Oh, Justin by a mile. What a look at that. Who got the most goals? Garrett and then Justin. Interesting. Who got the most assists? All of NRG in Chicago. This is actually a very good assist pick, in fact, because he has JNaps in his team. So this is a pretty good midfielder pick here. How do we even change people's roles? Do I need to change it down here? You drag and drop the position. Like that, okay. Wait. Wait. I messed up. Don't goals get double points? Don't goals get like 2 times the points of anything else? I've forgotten actually. Like, do you get 2 times? No, they all get double. They all do. But yeah, okay. So the interesting thing is that it's just double, right? Because these guys are going to get the most goals, probably.
Hello, John. Make sure you eat your veggies.
And yeah, for saves, saves is important because there's actually a lot of saves going to happen. A lot of saves go down, as you can see.
Just a wee sub length.
So you're probably going to see... This isn't terrible, actually. But yeah, see how many saves are happening? 2.15. Tons and tons of saves. Compared to assists, which is more like 0 point something.
Johnny, I could listen to your voice for days. Ever considered audiobooks?
Have I considered audiobooks? No, I've not, but maybe I should look into it. I don't know. Craig, so thanks for the 11-month Prime. I appreciate that. Entry, thanks for 31 months Prime. We sub length high, just a wee one. Cheers for that, mate. Man Lizard Hybrid, thanks for the 2-month Prime. Welcome back. Make sure you eat your veggies. I actually have a salad here with me, but I decided to stream instead of eating it, so I could eat that salad. But yeah, okay. I think a lot has to be midfield or attack. Probably midfield. I think this is actually pretty good. Was this the automatically selected positions when I brought up this page? I feel like it was, and I didn't even have to change anything. I kind of like it. I think this was what it had by default, and I don't know why it was like this by default. But it's probably the right picks because yeah, G2 and NRG are going to win a lot of games. You're going to score a lot of goals. A lot is going to hit the crossbar many times this season, and then Speed or Cuxer will come and score a rebound. That's a, assist machine right here. And yeah, Fruity is probably going to touch the ball, and then Chaussette will dribble the entire team and score. So that's an assist for Fruity. Or he'll lob it up for Farah to do cheeky wee fast aerial. Mini heals, thanks for the 100 bits and the subway icon. Isn't Crow the main defender on Rogue? I've used all my budget. Wow. Well, I can't even afford Crow. So never mind that. It's actually pretty good. I think, yeah. Wait, I've got to choose a team name. What are these selections? Brian. Okay. Nice. How do I go next? Submit. Wait. My leagues. Oh, I've got to make a league. Hold on. Brian. Again. Standard. Did I just make it open? Brian's Beans. Should I just make an open league here? Right, who's going to get in the quickest? There you go. There's the URL. Go, 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 go. I'll post it in chat as well. You need to already have a fantasy team before you get in. But you can get in without one. Oh no, you need a fantasy team, but you can get in with just a random fantasy team and then change your team after you're in. I don't know, do I need to accept people? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Thank you for all joining my league. Wow, how are you all so prepared? What? That's a lot of people. I think I'll ask. Oh, there's even more. You guys are so fast. I'll ask them to increase. Maybe they'll increase the size of my league. There we go. No outstanding applications. It's probably full. I don't know how many spaces you get in a league, but it's probably full already. Brian by Johnny Boy. DeBrod, thanks for the prime sub. I appreciate that a lot, man. Got more applicants. Okay, I'm accepting everybody. It's first come, first served. Is Garagy not playing this season? What? No. Yeah, I think he's playing. I haven't heard anything otherwise. Please tell me that that's a lie. You're making me panic here. If Garagy's not playing, it's a sad day for all of Rocket League. He's got the chance to be the only player to qualify for every season of RLCS if he can qualify this season. Okay, we still have space if more people will try to join. Apparently we still have space. Can I see your team? I don't know what your team's called. But probably. I mean, I'll ask to get this increased so you can keep on spamming join. See who wins my league. He's on your fantasy, so he better. Yeah, exactly. Am I doing a show match? I can't do a show match today because I have to go record a match for the salt mine. So hopefully you guys understand that. A lot of matches to record for the salt mine. A lot of matches. And I want to get them done as soon as possible because then I have less pressure on me to record them in a short period of time. And it enables me to have more freedom to stream when I want to. And when I can, when I can get a good game for you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to I was thinking I could make my fantasy league team on stream because I was going to do that anyway. I might as well just do that right now. But actually still be able to accept people. Wow. I feel like that's a pretty good team though. Pretty good. 1v4 unfair bots and you can't boost or jump. Oh my goodness, I feel like that would be a nightmare. Your team is Chicago, Justin, AJ, Fruity. Then we've varied. You've got Remco, Gyro. I've got a lot in Torment. Well, I think I've got the better deal there, not gonna lie. Did I get a sponsor for the salt mine? I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Remco might be a defense god. Remco and Metza looked pretty off at Montreal. It was like the alpha show. He was carrying his team through that tournament, which is a shame because I like that team. What time is it? Oh, it's 10 to the hour. Well, I have to start recording in 10 minutes. And before I do that, I need to really quickly eat this food that I have. So I'm going to look for somebody to host right now. And again, yeah, guys, reason for these short streams is because I'm recording for the salt mine. So I really hope you guys like it when it comes out. We're trying to make it even better than last year. Obviously, it's going to be a lot bigger. There's 35 matches last year. There's 77 this year between all three tournaments. So yeah, more than double. It's going to be quite difficult to get through, but I'm going to try my best. Yeah, let me see who's streaming. I'll host. I'll throw someone a host. Who should we host? Host Gyro. Where's Gyro's stream? I can't see him. But yeah, you guys have been. You guys are really nice to me. I always have short streams, and you guys never complain. Well, you low-key complain, but nothing too much. Some of the stuff that other streamers have to put up with is awful. They they're getting tormented for only streaming with only doing 8 hours or 9 hours. I'm like, what? Like, how can you complain about somebody only streaming 8 hours? But yeah, I think it'll all be worth it because you guys are. I think you're gonna like the salt mine a lot. Should be great. Oh my! What? What? In Civic, what? You can go now, he says. Now I've got the permission. Oh my goodness. Thank you for 50,000 bits. What just happened? What on earth is that? In Civic, how many bits have you donated total? This is insane. I'm trying to load the bit thing, the all-time thing. I swear you're like, oh no, you gifted 420 subs. Now you've done 50,000 bits as well, mate. That is absolutely ridiculous. That microwave dinner gonna taste real good. I'm not even having a microwave dinner. I ordered food. I just ordered like a salad or something. That is absolutely insane in Civic. I appreciate that so much. What a guy. In Civic is also the guy who donated $4,200, sorry, to the Manscaped 10K. So everyone who doesn't know who In Civic is, definitely show him some love because incredibly generous. That also completed the charity goal for the Manscaped 10K. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. I have to find somebody to host. Do one last sweep of the apps in the fantasy team, or the applications. Okay, hold on a second. It might be filling up soon, but I'll ask them to expand it. Okay, we got them all in. There we go. I'll keep on doing that though. Don't worry. Oh, whoops! I accidentally full screening it. And Civic, you too, man. You take care. I'll be streaming more this week, so just follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I'm going live. Hopefully going to be doing some casting of other games. Hopefully I don't get completely burnt out from casting tons and tons of the... Oops, I've gone to create a new league. Hopefully I'm not going to get burnt out from casting tons of matches for the salt mine, but that's what I'm mostly going to be doing in the next few weeks. Try and get that all done. Green Mayhem 427, thanks to the Prime sub. Just as we conclude here, I'm gonna go record for the salt mine, so hopefully it's a good scripted series. You guys will see that one in just about 2 weeks, I guess. And yeah, I'm gonna host Explosive Gyro, brand new RLCS player and DreamHack Montreal champion, up and comer in North America. Very insane player. You should go check him out. And I'll see yous next time. Follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I go live. And yeah, remember to follow Explosive Gyro on Twitch when I host him right now. Let's see if we can get him to 3,500. He's at 3,420 right now. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow or next time. Take care.